So then, Warzone Season 5 looks set to be quite interesting. We're getting new weapons, we're getting new Warzone-specific perks, really exciting, a couple of map updates, and as of yesterday, a small weapons update, a buff to the CX-9, and a nerf to the Krig. We're going to dive into all of this to get you up to date with everything you need to know. Now, if you're roughly one of the 60% of viewers that hasn't subscribed to the channel but are watching these videos, then please consider dropping a sub to the channel now because we're super close to 800,000 subscribers. It'd be awesome if we could get there before the start of Season 5. And if you go on to like the video, drop it a like as well. Alright then, first of all, those weapon changes. A small update went live last night in Warzone that updated the CX-9, which is the new SMG, and the Krig from Black Ops Cold War. The CX-9 got buffed. The minimum damage range value was increased to 21 from 20. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it does make a difference. And the headshot multiplier was buffed from 1.4 to 1.5. So overall, it sounds like a small buff, but one that will help it be more competitive in those gunfights. And then the Krig, that got a nerf. So the lower torso multiplier, that was reduced from 1.1 to 1. And the max damage range was decreased from 1500 to 1400. That doesn't quite fit in with any of the metrics I've ever seen for the max damage range, so maybe that was a number that internally Raven uses to describe this stuff and then didn't translate it for the public, but you can still see that there's a difference here. It is, again, only a small change, but it might stop the Krig from being such an insane beamer at longer ranges, and it will require a bit more precision on the upper body to land those quicker kills now, since the lower torso was what was affected. That update went live last night, so it's already live in Warzone. You can go into the map right now and you can check out those changes if you want to. I'd recommend giving the CX-9 a go, and if you watch my previous two videos, there's a couple of loadouts there that you can use. Then the Season 5 stuff. This is the proper Season 5 update. I'm going to stick solely to the Warzone content here. I'm not really a fan of Cold War at all, and we're mainly a Warzone-focused channel, so makes sense to talk about that stuff. Now, arguably, the biggest change coming in the new season is the addition of two brand new Warzone-specific perks. We've got Combat Scout and Tempered. Now, Combat Scout, that lights up an enemy player in an orangey-red outline and automatically pings them if you damage them for a short period of time. A little bit like a snapshot grenade. Now, this removes the need for you to manually live ping enemy players, and it is going to speed up for your teammates knowing where an enemy is. So if you combine that with a callout, someone's going to instantly know where that enemy is. Now, to me, this just kind of sounds like Raven is handing out a perk that provides you with a legitimate wall hack, whilst all the cheaters run around with their not legitimate wall hacks. So my hope is that it can actually be countered with another perk that sits in another perk slot alongside the other powerful options. Otherwise, I see this becoming an almost default pick. I don't think this is a perk 2 slot. I don't see it going into slot number 2. It's not as powerful as the next one we're going to talk about, but I can already see the kind of issues this is going to have. I'm not 100% sure about this perk, but the second one I can definitely get behind. This one is called Tempered, and it changes how plating up is going to work. When this perk is active, instead of having 3 plate slots, with each of those having 50 health points, you reduce that to 2 plate slots, and each of those takes up 75 health points. So it's the same overall protection in terms of health points, but it's just 2 plates instead of 3. Now, this is going to mean overall a shorter time taken for you to play up to full. So if you're somebody who likes to play aggressive, then this could be a really good option. Or if you're like me and you forget to play up all the time, it's just going to take you less time to stop looking like an idiot in your YouTube videos. Now, this perk has been confirmed as a slot 2 perk, so you are going to have to choose it from the same group of powerful options like Restock, Overkill, High Alert, and Ghost, all of which can be extremely helpful in their own right, but I think this perk is going to be the most valuable for any player who has an armor satchel, because those hold 8 plates in total instead of 5 if you don't have one. That now means in your satchel, you've got 4 complete replay instances. You've got 2 plates each time, compared to before, where you could only get 2 complete replates because you needed 3 each time, and then you'd have 2 plates left over, which isn't a complete replay. This one, to me, it does sound a lot more innovative, and it could actually change a lot of those closer range gunfights, or at longer range, if you just like to peek a lot, if you want to get back into the action. I just really hope that that first one, Combat Scout, does have a proper counter. Otherwise, that could be a bit mental. Then, moving on from those perks, let's talk about some updated points of interest on the Verdansk map. Season 4 had those satellite crash locations that were frankly really boring and did absolutely nothing for the gameplay whatsoever. I don't think I visited them outside of the first day of that season. It was a really weak addition, if I'm honest, but Season 5 is going to see the addition of mobile broadcasting stations, and these are there to boost the signal of the numbers all around Verdansk. This has got something to do with the red doors as well. Now, the locations of these broadcast stations, they will change from match to match, and apparently they are going to have loot around them, but the broadcast has to be tuned out when you approach, whatever that means. And of course, that's tied to the red doors. There will be a mid-season event in Season 5. The doors are becoming more unstable, and often the door won't actually put you in one of the main rooms that you've gotten used to, and it's going to throw you somewhere else, so you have to be aware of that. The mid-season event is called The Numbers, so no doubt we're going to see some kind of culmination or a real build-up in the storyline that we've had from Black Ops Cold War. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a peek at the new COD 2021 game as well, because we know that's going to be revealed within Warzone at some point in the near future. There's absolutely no mention in the update notes or in the roadmap about the tunnels that we've seen around Warzone. I don't know if you've noticed them. Above Salt Mine, there's a bunch of entrances to those tunnels. And then over on the far west side of the map, where like the mine location is, there's also a bunch of tunnels over there as well. There's no mention anywhere in any of these notes about a tunnel system being unlocked for Warzone. But if you remember back to the launch trailer for Verdansk 84, there was a couple of scenes within that where you could definitely see people fighting within some kind of underground tunnel or cave system. And still at this point, we have no idea when that's going to be introduced into the game. I'd love some information from Raven or Activision about that, because I was actually really excited about that kind of thing being added to Verdansk 84, considering Verdansk 84 is basically the same map that we were playing for an entire 9 months in 2020. So not really that much changed, and I thought, oh, an underground system or a cave system would be a really good way to change things up, but still, we don't really know what's happening there. Plus, with COD 2021 only being, what, like 3 months away? And Season 5 is going to be about, what, 2 months long? Where is it all going to fit in? I don't really understand what's going on. I'd love to know more about that cave system, because it was definitely in that trailer, and we still haven't seen it. There's going to be a new gulag for Season 5. It's the Rush map from Black Ops 2. Makes sense, they added it to Black Ops Cold War, so they've now taken the Speedball Arena, and they're putting that into the gulag for Season 5. It looks a lot smaller than the Season 4 gulag, and unfortunately I really grew to dislike that gulag, so maybe a new one. I'll like that a bit more. Then there's 4 new weapons. First is the EM2 assault rifle. This is a British-made weapon first designed in 1945 as a weapon to combat the more advanced German rifles in World War II. It was briefly adopted in 1951, but then it was tossed aside when the NATO standardization of weapons and ammo was preferred during the Cold War. Interesting that this weapon has World War II links. Anyone that's read the rumours about COD 2021, you'll know why that's interesting, but specifically links to the end of World War II. This is going to be in the Battle Pass, unlocked at rank 15. Then there's the Tech 9 SMG. This is a semi-automatic submachine gun, and it's focused on improved accuracy at longer ranges, low recoil, and a low rate of fire. This will be available at rank 31 on the Battle Pass. Then there's the Kane melee weapon. Yawn, really not interested. And lastly, the Marshall break action pistol. This I'm excited for. It's coming in season, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It's a double barrel pistol that fires 12 gauge shells, so super powerful up close, and according to Raven, has a one-shot kill potential. This could be a bit of a demon for players who like to close that gap. Now, all of this does sound pretty awesome, but there is still one looming debate that I want to mention again, because I think it's important to keep up this conversation. We've not heard anything from Activision or Raven about what their plans are to combat the constant wave of cheaters that this game suffers from. And honestly now, I think this is a conversation that's going to move from Warzone in 2021 into the integration of COD 2021 and it's going to move further down the line. Multiple times during the last 8 or 9 months, Raven has had a clear cheating issue in Warzone, to the point where the Verdansk map is almost completely unplayable, and then we have absolutely no communication from them whatsoever. We get that occasional announcement of, we banned 50,000 more accounts. Well, that's a really cool story, but it's never about how many people you ban. It's what you're actually doing to stop those cheaters from coming back, making a new account, and ruining the experience all over again. At the moment, whatever roadblocks or hurdles that might actually be in place to stop these bad actors from coming back, it's clearly not working, because day after day I see people complaining on social media that their games are being ruined by cheaters. And I have that same experience. It's really frustrating in a Battle Royale as well, because you could go all match without interacting with a cheater, and then suddenly at the end you're completely ruined because you're in the final circle, and then they can finally see you, and you get killed. You've essentially just, like, wasted 25 minutes of your time. I really, sincerely hope that with the launch of COD 2021 and the integration of all of that content into Warzone, that Raven, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Activision, whoever is working on this thing, it has a better anti-cheat solution than what is currently in place. That will help protect your legitimate players, it will allow them to enjoy the game that you've actually created for them, and it will let them play it on into the future. So, very aptly, to end this video, enjoy the last moments of a match where we got taken out by a cheater squad right at the end. I'll catch you soon.
They're fighting over the back here and here. Quite a long way away.
Oh, get off it. Oh, yeah.
Put it in the woods.
No.
Oh, no.
He's in the hangar. One of you should drop on me if you can.
I'll go for...
He's in the hangar. He's
I'll get
second hangar.
Okay. There you go.
I've got an airstrike.
He's coming over in the car. Pull the airstrike on us now.
Oh,
Rounds incoming.
You didn't call it in. Did it come in?
I stood up. I stood up. No, I stood up and got sniped instantly.
This game today, man. This game today. The other time, they were all pushing. They were all pushing.
Yeah.
They've now taken our position 5-1.
Turtle. Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
7 spectators.
The dude just looked in my head. He's level 27. He's hacking.
Is he hacking?
Yeah, I think he is. 'Cause he wasn't even looking at me, and he just turns and headshots me.
All right. Tell you what,
Keep
Phil.
watching. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's cheating. 100% cheating. He just knows where everyone is. Look, he knows they're not pushing.
So we were gonna lose this round anyway. GG's.
Unless we all both peeked him at the same time. Like, ready? Watch this.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
cheating.
he's done. I mean, look at that. Oh, what an absolute... he just no-scoped the guy. He just no-scoped him.
He didn't no-scope the guy on the hill. He no-scoped the guy below him.
Really?
The hill was still moving.
Okay, so now, literally, he's played this entire game, and then now he's decided to turn them on for the end game. I kind of actually want to watch this finish, because, like, this guy just doesn't care. Look, there you go. He must be over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Well, I'm just going to report him for cheating now.
Mm-hmm.
Rezzing his friends.
Wait, is this the guy that got me first?
He missed that one. Jesus. I mean... They don't even care, because they know they're going to win. He's not very good. He's really not very good. At all.
And the worst part is there's an FB.GG Zayfree guy, level 7 on the team. Got
Look at
7
his
kills.
stream. See if he's streaming with him.
They're clustering. They've got no cover. In the gas. I mean, dude, don't run towards the cluster. It'll kill you.
They all just died.
Oh, no, he's going to
Self-res.
self-res. Oh, he's going to get sniped. Yes, come on.
Hey!
Yes! So their team just got wiped. Yes.
No, they have one guy
They've
left.
got one guy left.
Is he cheating as well?
He's ranked 1001, and he's got dark matter on his Swiss.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you're in 1001.
Yeah, he's looking through walls. He's. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
wait.
I think he is.
He's buying his friend back. What did he just buy? Yeah, this guy's definitely cheating as well.
Yeah.
You can just tell. What? Why did he look away from that guy?
Probably got bad.
Why did he look away from that guy?
Target mark. Send it.
Yeah, you just followed him through the wall.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Kind of hoping the cheater team weren't going to win.
He hasn't won yet. There's still one more.
Nah, he's going to win, isn't
Yeah,
he? Oh, that's such a shame, man, because I was kind of hoping the cheater wasn't going to win.